I was just getting ready to cover the large iPad Pro leaks, but then Apple released a new iPad Pro with some awesome features. So I suspected that some products would be released at a March event, but that March event was canceled. So I think that these products coming out now are related to that. They're just releasing the things that they would have released during that event. So this 2020 iPad Pro boasts a lot of fantastic specs, including a new A12Z processor that Apple claims is better than most laptops, which is a bold claim for this $800 iPad. I'm not sure if they would if it really is that. I mean, it could be better than some, but better than most at $800 and with Apple, I don't believe it. It may be really good, but not better than most. Now, this is just like the previous iPad Pro with the no bezel, no home button, Face ID setup. Really nice, good setup there. But the really cool new thing is the camera. And this is seriously cool. We've got the camera that we expected on the iPhone 12, but they put it on the iPad. They did this. It's got, like the iPhone 11, two lenses, a wide and then an ultra wide. And with those lenses, they advertise quite a bit of things, mostly shooting and editing in 4K, which is something you can do on this iPad, which is really quite cool. They also have this time of flight sensor, which we've been talking about for a while. That's this other little thing over here, this little thingy, and it's a LiDAR sensor, shoots out light, waits for it to come back, and figures out the exact distance away an object is. Basically like radar, except with light. And it's very accurate, gets exact distance of an object, and will be used for AR mostly, but some other things too. Possibly Measure app I can see being useful. So yeah, that's really cool. They market this for AR is a big thing they talk about this being used for. And also, along with that, they talk about using it for shooting and editing video, which that's something they really do talk about right there. Now, they also talk about the FaceTime camera and their nice microphones as using those for FaceTime for meetings, which seems very useful. And we have now seen this camera system that I basically expect to be on the iPhones. This is basically what we will see in the camera of the iPhones. So we basically have this preview of the 2020 iPhones. Now, this Magic Keyboard is what I actually think is even cooler than those cameras. This is not coming till May, but it's still really pretty cool. So this is a full-size keyboard with a trackpad, and it suspends the iPad in the air, like so. It's kind of cool, actually, and very useful. It's got the trackpad, and iPad OS will come with software to make this cursor work better than it used to in the past, which is really kind of preparing for actually a iPad that's prepared to function like a computer, which is really, really cool and really useful. Now, I think that this keyboard, along with other features like the really nice display, could make this almost a computer. Apple sure wants you to think so, going into making a whole video highlighting how it does all sorts of things a computer can't. Like you can touch the screen, take pictures with it, multitask, go away from Wi-Fi, all sorts of crazy things that you can do with this iPad. But I don't think it's quite there yet. It might have the hardware for it, but the software just isn't ready yet for it to be functioning as a real computer. Not quite. It's getting close, it really is, but it's not quite there yet. And starting at $799, it's not too badly priced for an Apple iPad, actually. I think it's a very reasonable price for this really cool product. Others may disagree, but I actually think it is really quite good. So maybe in iPadOS 14 we can expect some good features to make this really into a fantastic computer. But I don't really know. But what I do know is that I'm Skylar. Thanks for watching. Bye.